symbolic beast rising up out of the sea. It had 10 horns and 7 heads and stared at me. On each of its horns it wore a golden crown, and names insulting to God were tattooed on his brow. The beast looked like a leopard, he had feet like a bear, and his mouth was like a lion with fangs everywhere. And Satan gave the beast his own power. He gave him authority and his throne that very hour. One of the heads of the beast his faith he hurt, but it appeared to have healed, making him arrogant. The whole it was amazed and followed him around, saying, "Who can fight against this beast and breathe another sound?" The beast is the antichrist, though he comes like a poltergeist. How terrible for the human race when the beast takes its hideous place. For 42 months on earth he will rule, and everyone will think that he is so cool. Proud claims which were insulting to God were made by the beast as he held his silver rod. He was allowed to curse God and all of heaven. This blasphemy was spoken by the heads all seven. And it was allowed to fight and defeat God's people. He ruled over the nations from his towery steeple. All people on earth will worship him without strife, except those whose names are in the Lamb's Book of Life. If any man is meant to be captured and killed, then this will surely happen and be fulfilled. Now this calls for endurance, so be faithful to the end, and God will reward you if his love you defend. The beast is the antichrist, though he comes like a poltergeist. How terrible for the human race when the beast takes its hideous place. For 42 months on earth he will rule, and everyone will think that he is so cool. Then rose up from the earth. His function was to give the beast greater worth. Oh, he spoke like a dragon and had 2 little horns. It would trick the human race by its marvels and scorn. Oh, he forced the earth and all who live on it to worship the sea beast, all become obliterate. And the helper beast performed great miracles. He deceived the world with these grand spectacles. Fire down to earth from heaven he would bring. In the sight of all, this magic he would spring. And all of these miracles were performed in the presence of the sea beast, whose fame boosted crowd attendance. The beast is the antichrist, though he comes like a poltergeist. How terrible for the human race when the beast takes its hideous place. For 42 months on earth he will rule, and everyone will think that he is so cool. The helper then commanded that an image be built. To the honor of the sea beast they would start a new cult. The helper was allowed to breathe life into the graven idol and of this broad strife. For the image could talk and was obeyed from west to east, 'cause he would put to death anyone who refused to worship the beast. The beast then forced everyone to have his mark placed upon their foreheads or right hand by the palm. no one could buy or sell unless they had the devil's mark visible on their dress. Now this calls for wisdom, so don't get in a fix, 'cause the number of the beast is 666. The beast is the antichrist, though he comes like a poltergeist. How terrible for the human race when the beast takes its hideous place. For 42 months on earth he will rule, so if you follow him, then you are a fool.